Okay, now let's start with explaining what types of tasks you have in this workbook and what is there in every lesson and so on. So the idea behind this workbook is that you learn programming by doing programming, and also the idea is to complete as many tasks as you can and try to actually hone in your skills in different types of tasks. So here is a short list. This is actually the introduction part. Here's a short list of the types of tasks which are available in this workbook. So first you have theory lessons before each group of tasks starts. Before tasks actually start, you have a short lesson explaining the concepts. For example, what is a class, what is an attribute, and so on. And a good idea is to actually read these lessons, because at the end you will find most common mistakes and so on. And after that you start doing these coding tasks on your own. So the first type of task is a question. You have a regular question with multiple answers, and actually the code is given also, so it's not just a simple theory question, but you have to review some code or something like that to, I don't know, to make a conclusion on how the code will react if you run it or something like that. A second type of task is a code completion task. You're given the code, but it is not completed fully. There are some parts of it that you have to put in for it to work. The third type of task, and this is also very important, is a syntax correction task, which actually means that you have been given a code which contains syntax errors, and the whole idea behind this task is just for you to fix these syntax errors. You do not have to program anything new or something like that. The fourth type of task is a code correction task. So you're given a code which is syntactically correct. There are no syntax errors, but you actually have to fix it because it's not doing what it is supposed to be doing, you know. And then you get the fifth kind of task, and it's actually a classical task where you have to code something from scratch. You're given a blank code editor, and you have to create the classes, the attributes, the methods, and so on. And finally, the sixth type of task is an alternative solution task, where you're given code which is correct syntactically, which works as expected, but there is an option to create an alternative solution. You can write that code a bit differently so it would still work as expected. So make an alternative solution of the code that you are given. So these are all six types of tasks. Lessons go before the tasks, yes, theory lessons. And each type of task is actually categorized according to difficulty. So the easy tasks are marked with a letter E, the medium tasks are marked with a letter M, and the hard ones are marked with the letter H. So if you look here, for example, in the class lesson, so the first type of task here is a theory task. Look at this icon, where you do not have to do anything but just to read the lesson and try to memorize it and so on. There are code examples here, but I will go into much detail in the next video. So after that there are questions, and you can see that these all are easy questions. They are marked with the letter E. After that, the code completion tasks and the syntax correction tasks, which are all easy, except for these two. These two are syntax corrections tasks with medium difficulty. and there are 4 classic tasks, 2 easy ones and 2 medium ones. The same goes for the next lesson, attribute. First you have some theory that you have to read. This is actually the lesson, yeah, and after that questions, easy ones, medium ones, code completion tasks, syntax correction tasks. There are some code correction tasks here, and classic regular tasks. And in the final lesson, in this workbook part 1, you have the same structure, and there are also some alternative solution tasks here. So in the next video I will be talking about each type of task separately in much more detail.